Hello everyone, this is King Vector 11. Welcome back to another official weekly update video for GTA Online by me, showcasing to you all the information you may need and want to know that is new as of the past week's Rockstar news, or what's new for this week's weekly update. Of course, in the hopes that most of you did show up for me yesterday morning's preview weekly update video that I've done. Now I've got quite a bit of info to showcase to you, so I don't want to keep this part any longer than I want to, so I'm going to go over the fact that obviously for every weekly update video from now on that I'll be doing, I will definitely rub into Rockstar's face saying that the OG heist payout nerfs that they've done was seriously uncalled for. I don't know if you're trying to kill GTA Online in an attempt to motivate players out of the game when GTA 6 finally releases, to motivate players into that game, thinking that we're believing that that's going to be a better game. But I would just like to spoil the fact that Rockstar's probably going to use us as pre-testers for GTA 6 or whatever updates that they do from here on out, because obviously they're not paying us to test out their games, and it's just simpler that way, where if we have the more of us that they don't have to hire, they just have us as their player base, that if we just, test this stuff out and we're like, oh, the more of us complain about the same issue, that's the one that Rockstar is likely going to take priority in fixing. I pray that's not the case for GTA 6, but it likely will be since it's cheaper that way and more efficient. Anyways, on another topic, Rockstar has mentioned in an earlier news war back in February where server members who link their Rockstar Games account to Discord can still claim a $500,000 reward. Of course, this is limited to one reward per account. You have to be in Rockstar Games' official Discord server to be able to claim this reward, and here's some of the steps you could be able to take to do so. There is still a microtransaction promo for whoever somehow is interested in this. Of course, the promo to be able to be eligible must be claimed before July 22nd, and you can purchase qualifying shark cards if you're eligible before August 5th. I'd also like to remind you that Rockstar is preparing a special seasonal mission series in GTA Online this fall. Rockstar has supposedly stated that they fixed the man trap bug during a down casino heist. This is not true. It still happens. I've done the down casino heist with at least 2 other people, with my own heist and another friend as their host, and if you're too far away from the CEO will get kicked out of the man trap bug, so that's the only way to mitigate it. But they didn't fix anything. Rather, here's an updated table for the OG heist payout nerfs that they've done. Obviously, they've corrected only the Doomsday heist Act 1, 2, and 3 to make it pay out more than the old payout, since it paid way less no matter what the heck you've done. Whether it was once a week or whether you did it successfully with the new payout, it still paid less than the old payout, so they adjusted it. And that's just Rockstar rubbing salt in the wound to say, yeah, we're aware of the mistake we've done, but screw you. Yeah, seems as though you're hungry for shark cards. Why don't you buy that? Do we still have a promotion going on? Now, as like I made a mention of, now with the weekly completion bonus payouts are now higher than their pre-nerf values for the Doomsday Heist acts, and that's the only thing that they've really adjusted. Moving on though, there was some general fixes that they have stated beyond this. Early in the week, Rockstar removed a Los Santos connection contact mission due to a money glitch. Obviously, because people are finding ways to make money in this game now, because well, obviously our motivation was demotivated thanks to these OG heist payout nerfs. Rockstar, you better revert this change or I will not buy GTA 6. Just period. Just leave it at that. If you want us to migrate to a different game, just release it already. Stop trying to force us to lose hope and motivation for GTA Online so we can forcefully be motivated to leave. It's our choice. If I want to go back to GTA San Andreas, that's my choice, damn. Anyways, Rockstar's patched the money exploit with the latest background update, and then shortly after, the mission was returned to the game within the week. There was a background update performed for the following fixes. For whoever's interested in reading those, I don't want to keep this video any longer than I need to. There's also these updates done on July 21st and these updates done on July 22nd, where there was also a KO Perico heist money glitch, especially that was found and resolved soon, because screw you, Rockstar. They also supposedly fixed the horizontally moving camera in the exhibition area. You can now properly rappel out the stealth annihilator rather than a body slam to the ground at the end of the heist. Finally, it took them long enough, but I still couldn't complete the heist last week anyway, so I missed out. Thank you, Rockstar, for breaking your game. On other news, Rockstar Games is promoting the latest detail and updates of the Court Center heist on Discord. Watching the full trailer rewards you with 200 orbs on Discord for whatever you can do with it. Rockstar has also teased that the Panther statue, the Cayo Perico heist, is arriving in the coming weeks. Don't know when that will be, but I'll keep you guys updated when that does happen. And of course, there's still the Finer Collector Elitist rewards going on until August 5th for whoever participated simply by being a mansion owner before July 13th. For new vehicles, we have the VELENO GT that has arrived in the GTL line for all players finally. And we also have the new Pegassi Ignis Pursuit law enforcement vehicle that also arrived very early for some odd reason. But anyways, for those who are interested, the vehicle would be priced around 5.8 mil, but of course there is a trade price simply for completing any 10 dispatch works before this vehicle released. If you've already done that, you will get automatically the trade price for this vehicle. Now of course, we still have 2 more vehicles left to release with this drip feed, which is a very small amount. But anyway, we also have an expectation for these 3 vehicles to receive drift tuning upgrades, maybe sometime in the months of September to October in my prediction, but that's just my prediction anyways. So as of this week, we have these new vehicles arrived as of July 23rd, but now we will move on to this week's rewards as quick as possible since I've went through quite a bit of news at the beginning of this video. Really sorry for that, but I had to showcase to you all of this stuff and go on a little rampant because obviously Rockstar is Rockstar. Anyways, so the new Titan job payout for this week may pay you up to $2.2 million since you can get double money for first time completing the Titan job this week. That's not the first ever time you have to complete it, that's the first ever time completing it within this weekly update. So as you can see, you may be able to get paid 1.5 mil on easy mode, 2.25 mil on hard mode. There's also rewards for logging in. You can get the Knuckle Duster T. You also get quadruple money on associate and bodyguard salaries like they've done last week's weekly update. This is still continuing. You can get 5 times money in RP on HSW race series, obviously for enhanced players, featuring these following HSW races. You can also get triple money NRP on select community series jobs, or for legacy players, you have the following jobs available to you on triple money NRP. And for expanded and enhanced players, you have these jobs on triple money NRP as well, except for Binky's Unknown stunt race. You can also get triple money NRP on the featured adversary mode, which is, I feel like Rockstar's been overusing this so much lately. Like, I feel like there's other adversary modes that exist that Rockstar hasn't put back in the game for like a while now. But I don't know, I feel like I've seen this commonly more than any other adversary mode than ever lately showcased. But that's it for this week's rewards for now. Let's go into this week's discounts, where of course we have the following discounts on the following list. But of course, continuing through this, since my personal recommendations would be the Pfister 811 for performance reasons, the Pegassi Torero for luxury reasons, and the Benefactor Foresight camera just for looks and, you know, the sexiness and appeal to it. Totally up to you, whatever vehicle you want to purchase. For your gunfight inventory discounts this week, the Combat EMP launcher is available, 40% off for GT Plus members, however. The Combat Shotgun is 30% off for everyone. There's also the Military Rifle, Compact Grenade Launcher, Flare Gun, Knuckle Dusters, Proximity Mines, Pipe Bombs, and Sticky Bombs. There's a 50% discount on a Mackenzie Field Hanger for whoever has not gotten it for free, like back in November, I believe, or like earlier in the last DLC, if I recall correctly. There's also a continuing discount on the Art Studio for a limited time. Obviously, this will be $1 million off for all players who participated as an elitist status in the Finer Collector program, $2 million discount for GTA Plus members. And a part of the program as well, you can claim a free Annihilator Stealth for a limited time as well. For other discounts, you have a discount on the Torero, the Tempesta, the Pfister 811, the Enos Windsor Drop, the JB700W, this is the weaponized version by the way, the Technical, the Declass Tulip M100, the Vapid Red New Mark II, the Benefactor of Warselike Hammer, and of course 50% off all Chameleon paints for expanded and enhanced players. For your vehicle showcases, on the Diamond Casino Podium vehicle for this week is the Retel for 1.8 mil or a trade price of 1.4 mil. If you want to win it for free this week, now's your chance to do so. For whoever's interested in this bouncy, weird handling, weird aerodynamic, you know, fun vehicle, or was interested, I don't know, I kind of have fun using this in hangar cell missions. It's pretty fun. Anyway, prize ride this week is the Dinka Post Loot, typically costing around 1.3 or a trade price of 982,000. To win for free this week, you have to place top 5 for 3 days in a row for this thing. For test track vehicles this week, we have the Bugatti Torero, which used to be a remove website vehicle, reinstated with a Money Friends DLC update. For other vehicles, there's the Bugatti Tempesta, and of course, the Ducati JB700W. I'm surprised there's a Warstock weaponized vehicle in the test track. But anyways, that's also available. The HSW ride for this week is the Grode Brioso RA, typically costing around 1.7 million for this week now. Luxury Autos Vehicles features the new Veleno GT, now available to everyone, as well as the Loafer. And Siemens Dealership features the Benefactor Vorschlag Hammer, the Pfister 811, which used to be a removed website vehicle, reinstated with a Money Friends update, thankfully. The Enos Windsor Drop, the Class Tulip M100, and of course the Vapid Retinue Mark II. And finally, for the weekly challenges, so the weekly FAB party file is going to be the Brute Force file. The weekly challenge this week is to complete the Court Center heist this week without dying. That will get you $400,000 rather than the original 100K. The Court's heist art for this week features Winter Nowhere in particular as the primary target painting in the Court Center heist. Elitist tier members can also have access to steal the outcome of Endeavor, and additional works featured this week features I Hear Voices and iFruit as well. Salvage yard robbery target vehicles this week, none of which could be claimed, features the Podium robbery with a Grode Stinger TT, the Gangbanger robbery with a Ubermont Cypher, and the Cargo Ship robbery with a Canon Seminole Frontier. And of course, this makes this the 9th official week since the last comable vehicle is made available to us. The premium race is Cutting Coroners, a superclass race of up to 8 players. The time trial this week is an Observatory, and the New Gen time trial is in Sandy Shores. Now that is almost all the info I have for you guys in this video, but I'd like to go over some other things I'd like to showcase to you. After some mildly tedious investigation from someone, they've concluded that the blockers are only visible in hard mode. Of course, this is a conscious decision to increase difficulty because, let's face it, these tunnels are insta-cop losers. Basically, cops are allergic to these tunnels and you escape them very easily. Brett Latta is confirmed to be Raft Angelis' voice actor in GTA Online. Fandom's paid staff have been blatantly plagiarizing new articles from the GTA Wiki, which I'd like to showcase this bit of news to you, which is unfortunate, but they have, of course, resolved this as soon as possible, since when they removed the infringing content, Fandom banned their admins and claimed similarities were just a coincidence, which is unfortunate. But anyways, since their exposure of Fandom's shady plagiarism tactics, we know a lot of people are frustrated the old GTA Fandom Wiki still appears above the actual wiki in Google search results. The good news is that there's a way to make sure you never click on the Fandom link again. Fandom has confirmed to Kotaku that following a second review of evidence has removed a contributor who has allegedly copied content without permission from the GTA Wiki, which is unfortunate. But anyways, early access for 5M GTA 5 Enhanced is now available as of July 21st, 2026, and there's also some really good news for the IWGB Game Workers Union, which has the back of the illegally fired employees, where they went one step further in their resolved situation, thankfully. So it seems as though they're progressing, which I'm happy for. But anyways, that's all the info I have for you guys in this video. I didn't want to keep this video way too long than I wanted, but I had a lot of info and news to share to you, especially since this is the start of the new DLC, so there's obviously going to be a lot of bug fixes, patches, news, and other concerns going on as of lately, so you guys understand that. But I would like to showcase to you everything anyways, just to keep you guys updated on what you may need and want to know about the state of Rockstar GTA Online and other concerns. But anyways, hope you guys did find this video highly informative. If you didn't wish to stay tuned for content like this every Thursday evening, though the support is never forced, but always appreciated, especially if you do support hard work, especially through my channel on YouTube. Like always, leave a like and subscribe, or you can go to the share this with your friends, or leave a comment on what you like to dislike about the information you've received. Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great week. I enjoy being an associate or bodyguard for someone's CEO in GTA Online, because that pays out quite a bit of money. 40k every so often. That's like heist money almost every so often. As of now, anyways. Take care.